Why, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to tonight's stream. This is gonna be a pretty low energy stream, because, your boy is going through it right now, physically. I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. But, I'm alright. Be alright enough to, I'm well enough to stream. But, oof, I forgot how much my body hates, the cold. I completely forgot. Let's swing over here a moment. Hello, 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 it's me. Yeah, not enough rest, possibly, but the cold front came in, and I forgot my body does not react well to sudden drops in temperature. My boy now. So it's currently 30 degrees outside. No, sorry, 28 degrees outside. Wind chill, it feels like 6. Yeah, it's gonna be porridge mode for a while. So that'll be tomorrow, cause I gotta go work. Ugh, I don't want to go driving. Yahoo! Yeah, tomorrow the high is 38. I am not looking forward to that at all. Oh, earlier today I said it was gonna snow Thursday, Friday, and now it's saying no, it's just gonna rain. Okay, interesting. But yeah, my disability does not function well with cold weather randomly. Yeah. I've got my kuya. I've got my kuya. Sucks because I gotta take a shower after stream, and I'm just like, I don't want to get cold. I don't want to get cold. But yeah. Wait, why am I so high up? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, may you return to civilization quickly, Helena. But yes, today's low energy. We definitely will not be going for much longer unless we're like suddenly in the middle of a thing. But there we go. All right. But we're gonna Katarina. We're gonna hang with Silva, and we're gonna get further through his route as we fly over here. It's time for Katarina. No, start the system. Alright, I may have to up the volume a little bit after Potionomics, we'll see. Alright. A few hours later, the sound of the cannons finally subside. Everyone in the now silent main hall looks to each other worriedly. What the? We're just gonna up that just a little bit. Yeah. Wada. I hope everyone's alright. Rosie and Silva too. Blessings. After seeing Silva fight up close, I know how strong he is, but with the Sandgrid's numbers, that doesn't alleviate my worries. But I wonder what that meant. Rosie on Lindgren. That's what Nicole said. No, I'm not gonna get it wet. No. No, everyone knows what this is. Nicole, Keith, Giordo, and Alan are still discussing it, scowls on their faces. I don't think they were. Maria clasps her hands together. She looks out through the entrance of the main hall. At that moment, Silva enters the hall. Silva! You did! Silva! He's like, you're weird. Why are you? I've kidnapped you.
ここでは怪我人も出てねえみてえだな。
Silva canvasses the vicinity, looking relieved. Jodo then approaches Silva, a smile on his face. Yeah, the real pirates got beaten up by fake pirates. Jodo approaches.
ええ、おかげさまでこちらは無事です。ところで、
Your man?
ロジオンと呼ばれる彼と話がしたいのですが。
待って、that's a weird translation. Hold on.
ええ、おかげさまでこちらは無事です。ところで、ロジオンと呼ばれる彼と話がしたいのですが。
It's just, I want to talk to the man you call Rosion. Rosion no yobare kara. Obare kata. The person you call Rosion. Huh.
ああ、その顔はもうごまかせねえ感じか。
Yeah.
そうですね。
I don't think he is, though. No, he understands that Rosion's the real leader.
王子様らが言いたいことはわかる。だがそれはちょいと待ってくれねえか。それよか一旦部屋に戻ってもらうぞ。一晩ここで過ごしたら、お貴族様たちなんざ参っちまうだろう。
He's right. I could definitely use a bed. Me spending today laying in bed. I could use a bed. Looking around, I noticed many people seem utterly fatigued. They've probably been in a state of constant fear this whole time.
じゃあ早速行くぞ。
Silva holds out his hand to me. I almost take it when I feel a stinging pain in my upper arm.
なんだ、どうした？
いや、なんか腕に痛みが。
Our arm hurts.
ってお前、腕にかすり傷があるじゃねえか。
あれ？
We do?
本当だ。どこで怪我したんだろう。
Yeah, where the fuck did we get hit? Maybe it was when Set pushed me down.
手当てしとくか。医務室に行くぞ。
いや、これぐらいのかすり傷なら放っておいても大丈夫だと思うけど。
I don't think anyone else is going to agree with that, Katarina. I really don't think anyone else is going to agree with that.
バカ。切り傷は可能したらまずいだろ。おい、お前ら。王子様らを部屋に連れて行け。
Yeah, she does. We seem to constantly forget this.
はっ。
Maybe,
カタリナに付き添います。
but everyone else is still able to use their magic. Like in the previous scene from last stream, Nicole was still able to use his magic.
私も行きます
Oh
わ。
god, everybody.
もちろん僕も。
勘弁してくれ。大所帯になると動きにくい。手当てしたらちゃんとそっちに合流させてやるから安心しろよ。
Yeah.
それに、あいつの正体には大体気づいてるんだろ。
Oh, this is how he's gonna get us alone.
あいつと俺が繋がってるってことも。なら、ここは任せてくれ。
Jordo and the others do not look satisfied, but they reluctantly nod. Although I'm still curious about the who he really is part, Silva and I leave for the infirmary. Well, we know what he's talking about, Rosion. For some reason, I'm blindfolded before we enter the hallway. What?
それで、なんで目隠し？
Silva, are you into that?
一応片付けられるものは片付けた。
Oh, the
それ
dead
でもまだお貴
bodies.
族様には少々刺激の強いものがあちこちにあるんでな。
It wasn't a kink
そ
thing,
の
it was
配慮だよ。
prevent us from seeing the dead bodies. Yeah.
ほら、しっかり手、腕に回してゆっくり歩け。
Kindness. I still feel it's odd, but I cling tightly onto Silva's arm anyway. Why would blindfolding be kindness?
As I continue to think on it, a pungent odor enters my nose.
This smell of rust might be...
見えないせいで、逆に嫌な想像がかきたてられるような。
ああ、やっぱ匂いでわかるか。俺の鼻はもう麻痺してるからな。
That's a weird thing to say.
悪い、船の損傷も結構ひどいんだ。空調でもうちょっと散らしたかったんだが、魔石が壊れたっぽくてな。
If your dildos are rusty, you have so many more problems. That battle was that fierce? There were lots of cannonballs being fired, and I recall the screaming and gunshots, too. Though I can't see it, there might just be a terrible sight in front of me right now. I trip on something and almost fall, but Silva steadies me with his arm.
そう。やっぱ危ねえな。めんどくせえし、俺が運ぶ方が手っ取り早そうだな。
Silva, this is why dildos are made with silicone? Or glass. Or very well-polished wood. Because rust is unhygienic. Carry me. The words trigger memories of being hoisted like a bag of rice. Suddenly I'm lifted into the air. Do we get a CG? We do. Oh. This really looks like it comes from a different type of game. Silva slips one arm under my knees and the other behind my back, pulling me close to him, I think. Oh god, the background. Aww. His neck? I can't see, so I hesitate a bit. Eventually, I decide to feel my way around until my hand brushes along what I think is his neck. Oh god. Oh god. The absolute, the sheer amount of, like, ash and stuff that's in the background is kind of wild. But, this is very cute. I put my arms around him and touch his bare skin. It's still warm and a bit sweaty. Oh. Unlike Maria or Mary, whom I hug all the time, this is the bare skin of a man. What a sentence! What a sentence! This is the bare skin of a man. I smell his soap, but the slight hint of sweat makes my heart jump. We are still wearing gloves. This is the first time smelling the scent of a man. This is my first time smelling the scent of a man. Incorrect? It's completely different from Keith's. Therefore, your statement is incorrect. I've never touched a man before. It's different than Keith, my male sibling. He starts walking and I tighten my hold on him so as not to fall. Because my sight is blocked, my other senses are sharpened, making his warmth and smell become all the more obvious. Is this just set kink the scene? I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's wild. But it's kind of relaxing. Strangely enough, I don't dislike being carried by Silva, even though I was so scared when I was caught by the Sangrid pirates. The stench of rust grows fainter, replaced by Silva's own scent of soap and sweat. There's a lot of touch on scents right now. It's like a nostalgic memory from childhood. The scent of someone I could depend on. Sure, all right. If I took off my blindfold, I'm sure I would see something I really don't want to. But the one holding me now is the same person who came to rescue me from that. Yeah. Exactly. That's a cute smile. I can feel him tighten his grip on me. His strong hands support me, so I relax and entrust my weight to him. Ah, Silva! Silva's losing it. As I carry her to the infirmary, I pause for a moment in surprise, feeling the tension leave her body. Well, you never know. You never know. As she noticed the stench of blood earlier. Oh, and she noticed the stench of blood earlier. She is a noble woman, so I would have expected her to be a mess by now. Yet she's anything but. She's put her trust in me. I can tell by the way her body sits in my arms. You're so defenseless. Gasp. Gasp. I pull her body close and catch a whiff of something sweet. We're smelling each other! We've walked back into the Omegaverse. Oddly, I feel a bit restless. It's my smell, dingus. What's that, copy pasta? It's like, sniff, 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 sniff. Is that boy smell? I lived in an isolated world, never relying on anyone for a long time. Even now, I believe in only a handful of people. But seeing someone give me her complete trust, it moves my heart despite myself. Humans are cautious by nature. It's nearly impossible to trust someone so easily. And no matter how clever they are, their muscles won't lie. Their bodies won't lie when their muscles tense. There's no deception here. She really trusts me. Even though we practically only just met. And you kidnapped her. Kidnap in air quotes. This is uber hilarious as well because Silva knows that Rosie kind of has a crush on us. Rosie, his employer, and like good friend. She's just too good at throwing me off my game. I laugh at my uncharacteristic softness as I look ahead. The stench of blood is gone. A different scent is all I can smell. I pick up the pace, wanting to get Katarina away from this atrocious sight. Gasp. All right.
よっと、この部屋でいいか。
Yeah.
目隠しを取るぞ。
Yeah. We gathered some medical supplies from the infirmary before going to another nearby room. The infirmary is still a mess, so I'll be treated in this other room. I'm placed down on the sofa, and the blindfold is removed. The bright light gives me some relief.
じゃ、手当てするぞ。
Silva takes disinfectant and bandages from his pocket. He soaks a clean cloth with disinfectant before taking my hand.
ちょいとしみるかもしれねえが、我慢しろよ。
When the cloth touches my wound, the disinfectant stings and makes me flinch.
痛いか？悪いな。
You said it was gonna hurt, and now you're asking, oh shit, did it hurt? Yes, it's hurt.
いや、シルバは何も悪くないけど。
You're melting.
俺らが守りきれれば、怪我はしなかっただろう。
Well, we kind of did run away, so...
お前、怪我はさせたくなかったんだけどな。
Well, yeah. Silva forces a smile as he looks at me, but his genuine concern is written on his face. Take off your eye patch, honey. I want to see your other eye. I smile and shake my head in response.
これぐらいのかすり傷、畑仕事をしていて作ったりすることもあるもの。
畑仕事？まあ、お前ならありえるか。でも痛けりゃ言えよ。
He pats me on the head before continuing to disinfect my wound. It starts to sting again. My shoulders twitch. Seeing that, Silva smiles stiffly.
ちゃんと我慢できたらご褒美をやるよ。
Is the reward a kiss?
え？ご褒美？って、いやいや、そんなものなくても普通に我慢できるから。
Seeing my reaction, Silva suppresses a chuckle as he continues first aid. After he finishes disinfecting, he wraps the wound with care. Yeah, go hobi.
ん？これでいいな。痛くなったり熱出たりしたら言えよ。
ありがとう。
ちゃんと我慢できたな。
Silva grins as he rubs my head again. I see him reach into his pocket before tossing something into my mouth.
これは。
ダメだ。お前がいつも腹すかせてるって聞いて、念のため持っておいたんだよ。
Wow! Amazing.
No, I'm not always hungry, but oh, the candy's pretty good. The sweet taste that fills my mouth seems to melt away my fatigue, too. A pat on the head and then some candy.
Putting aside the way he treats me like a child, I appreciate his kindness. I suck the candy in my mouth and Silva lets out a soft chuckle. Yeah.
じゃ、王子様らのいる部屋に戻るぞ。
Silva slips the blindfold over my eyes and lifts me up with ease. Okay, well, we're blindfolded again, so here we are. His gentle hands are completely different from those of the Sangard pirates. It reaffirms just what kind of person Silva is. Yeah. He carries me all the way back to the room where the others are.
I'm finally back.
大丈夫か？
ええ。運んでくれてありがとう。
礼を言われるとはな。
Silva forces another smile and pats me on the head once more.
カタリナ、何もされませんでしたか？
He treated my wounds.
手当てもしてもらったし、そもそも大した傷じゃないから平気よ。
Yeah.
よかったよ。姉さんが無事で。
Yeah.
全員この部屋に戻ってきてるみてえだな。
Uh-huh. Oh! Hey! Everybody's on screen now! Silva looks around the room. Jordo, Mary, Alan, Sophia, Nicole, and Maria. God, hold on. Mary... Giorno, Mary, Alan, Sophia, Nicole, Maria, and Keith are all gathered here. Man, that was a mouthful. I sigh in relief to see the student council members all looking well.
ええ、おかげさまで。それより、随分と廊下が損傷していましたが、後悔に問題はないのですか？
The damage is bad.
損傷部の応急処置も進めてるしな。そこら辺も後で説明
There's
する。
also a lot of dead bodies and
他の貴
blood.
族様らを部屋に戻さねえと。
Problematic.
わかりました。では、それが終わったら説明が聞きたいですね。
Hmm.
できれば、ロジーから。
Oh.
あ、チェ。王子様らをごまかすのはもう完全に無理そうだな。
Hi, Jill.
わかった。あいつに伝えとく。
Hello, hello. Silva waves his hand before leaving the room. It's just the usual suspects now. I let out a huge sigh.
全員無事でよかったわ。
無事かどうか安心するのはまだ早いとは思うけど。
Well,
ですが、ひとまず今晩は休むとしま
yeah,
しょう。
but
片目も
everyone's
疲れ
here.
た顔をしていますし、
That counts for
も
something.
う随分遅い時間ですからね。
Mm-hmm.
He's right. Oh, thank you, thank you. I was running all over the place today, so I do feel quite tired. I'm also hungry, but I'd rather just go to bed right now. With the cold front that came in, I think it's gonna be not great for a while. But now I know I can figure out where the fuck I put my pain meds and just take those for a while. We all head to the bedrooms and I go out like a light. And the next day...
どなたのことが気になっているんですの？これまでの軌跡はしっかり記録していますわ。
Yeah, commiseration. That's right, we're on chapter 5. The next day?
今日は元気そうだな。よく寝れたか。
Yeah. I usually walk around barefoot in my house, because... But I will, I've got quite a lot of blankets. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, God. Oh, I wish you quick healing. Oof. Oof. Yeah. There's a few times that, actually, it was just last year, actually, that we were worried that I had herniated a disc. It wasn't. I just, it was just, I had a really bad, muscle that was stuck. And a caught nerve. And, thankfully, a couple visits to the chiropractor and that was much better. But it was not fun. After waking up, we all gathered in the living room where Silva was carting in breakfast.
ええ、バッチリよ。まあ、お腹が減りすぎて夜中に一回起きちゃったけど。
Eventually. Oof, yeah. I hope it goes well. I hope it's a quick, you know. I hope it heals quickly.
そんだけ元気なら、まあ安心だ。
Yeah.
ほら、飯を持ってきてやったぞ。
Yeah. Silva smiles as he places the dishes on the table. The cooking looks delicious. The wafting fragrances arouse my slumbering stomach. Seems like my hunger is at its limit.
姉さん。
Keith rolls his eyes when he hears my stomach.
だって昨べは食べてないんだもの。仕方ないじゃない。ってことでいただきます。
いただきます。
Unable to wait a moment longer, I immediately sit down and dig in. Delicious. The food Silva brought is all so good. I remember the talk about the ship being damaged, but the kitchen remains unscathed. Thank goodness for that. As I continue to chew, Giordo sits down next to me, sighing as he glares at Silva.
それよりロジーはまだなんですか？
悪い悪い。少し時間くれねえか。腹をくくるのにもうちょいかかりそうだからな。
Yeah. Prepare himself.
だいたい予想はついていますけれどね。
本人にそれも伝えとくよ。
What are they talking about? Everyone seems to know what's going on. I just tilt my head in confusion as I chomp down on another piece of bread. Time passes, Rosie still hasn't arrived. Breakfast is over. Even lunch approaches its end before he finally arrives.
待たせたな。こいつを引っ張ってきたぞ。
皆さん、ご挨拶が遅れて申し訳ございません。
Fancy.
ようやく来ましたか。
それで説明してもらえるだろ
I
う
hate
か。
that.
ロジオンというのがあなたの本当の名前だな。
It's been a while since I've had to get diagnostics. Unfortunately, but also fortunately. The last time I had... They took, like, full body fucking x-rays. Because it was, they were like, we gotta rule out this, autoimmune, we gotta rule out the autoimmune, joint version of what we think you might have. And I was like, oh! Okay. Because they're like, if you have psoriatic arthritis, we want to get you on meds ASAP, or your bones will literally crumble to dust. And I was like, oh, cool, thanks. Thankfully, I don't have it, but that was a. I mean, I found out I have an extra vertebrae. Like 3/4 of an extra vertebrae. Otherwise, it was pretty, non-consequential. They were like, yeah, I did like so many blood tests and had to get full body x-rays, and they ran me through a panel of fucking everything. And they're like, well, we don't know what the fuck's going on with you and why you're in pain, so fibromyalgia. And I went, alright, fine, whatever.
はい。皆さんの思っている通り、ロジーというのは
I'm glad it wasn't the autoimmune disorder that destroys your bones. Gotta say, yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's like, God forbid I get more energy. No. God forbid I get more energy and could pursue the fact that I think it actually is HEDS. But that's gonna take energy and time off work, and I don't have that energy.
本名はロジオン・リンドグレーンです。
ロジオン・リンドグレーン。
ということは、やはりあなたがクイードで有名な発明家で、次期公爵の。
I mean, they put me through all the tests for lupus too. They put me through a test for just arthritis in general, for psoriatic arthritis, for just like any sort of like inflammatory disease. It was a time.
次期公爵?
I stared blankly, not comprehending what was just said. Rosion, seems to nod awkwardly.
技術士っていうのはまあ仮の立場で。
ロジオンは 次期リンドグレン公爵だ。んで、俺らバイス海賊団の正体はリンドグレーン家が抱えてる紙幣団。俺はバイス海賊団の船長シルバじゃなくてリンドグレーン家紙幣団の頭シルバ・バスティードだったってわけだ。
Oh god, we're confused. Rosie's the Duke's heir, and the Weiss pirates are a private army? The people I thought were real pirates were fake pirates, but the real pirates showed up and the fake pirates saved us from them?
じゃあシルバ、海賊じゃなかったの？
おう、ハマってたから気づかなかっただろ
う。Well, correct.
いや、海賊にしてはそこまで悪そうな人に見えないなとは思ってたけど。
Yeah.
そう言われるのは初めてだな。
相変わらずですね。カタリナの本能的な勘の良さは。
Yahoo.
それでロジーは技術師じゃなくて次期公爵ってことはキースと同じ？
そういうことになるね。
あれ？じゃあなんでロジーは貴族なのにそんな格好でこの船に乗ってるの？
それは。
He's hidden. Rosie seems hesitant to explain. Nicole interjects.
その衣服やあなたの本来の身分から察するにノーディン公やベルダー公爵とは異なる立場でビンクルム号に関わる必要があったというところか。
Exactly.
I meant I
気になるのはその理由だな。
クイードでは前国王が逝去してから現国王と宰相の間で政治的な対立が続いているという話を聞いていますが。
Yep, power struggle, we know
確
this.
かリンドグレーン家はクイードにおける国王派筆頭でしたよね。そちらと関係があるのでは？
I made more rice for dinner. I made rice with with shrimp and full crab and some dashi powder and a little bit of soy sauce, and it was yummy. It's very yummy. I'm very happy that I found dashi powder because I really wanted to get dashi powder. Yeah, it's quite literally like deconstructed sushi. Just no sushi vinegar. I should probably get some rice vinegar or whatever. But
suddenly things have gotten pretty heavy.
Shoto punctuates his question with a smile. That means he's much more irritated than
と
usual.
っくに王子様らにはお見通しだとよ、ロジオン。ここまで来たら話すしかねえだろ。
そうだね。そうするしかないよな。もう。
It was very, very yummy. Tomorrow's dinner is gonna be probably porridge because I need to stay warm. But tomorrow's lunch is probably gonna be... I've got some leftover ham. Well, it's not my ham. My Earth Dad made ham and he had leftovers. So he was like, here you go, Prince. And I was like, yeah, ham. So I've got ham and I've got...
Ham. Not porridge, porridge.
I'm probably gonna put some more, of the Chinese sausages in there, because I think that's gonna be really yum.
たく、腹を決めたんじゃなかったのか。そこまで言いにくいって言うんなら、俺が言ってやるよ。
I think next time I think the next time I make the porridge when I make it tomorrow, I'm gonna do a little less water because it was kind of watery, runny, and I like my porridge a bit thicker. So Silva scratches his head and sighs tiredly. He didn't look straight at me.
さっき王子様が言った通
言った通
りだ。クイ
り。
ードじゃ宰相派と国王派が対立して争ってる最中で、そんな中宰相は国王派を倒して政権を奪取しようと狙っているんだが、その一環として軍事力を強化しようとしている。
軍事力強化？まさか
そう、魔法が使えるソルシエの王族や貴族、つまり王子様らを拉致して軍事力の強化に使おうとしてたってわけだ。あいつらはな。
拉致して軍事力の強化？
Well, he wants to extract your powers.
でも捕まえられたとしてもおとなしく言いなりになんてなりませんけれど。
そこも考えがあるみたいだった。うまくはつかめなかったけどな。とにかくこのビンクルム号の造船計画はそもそもソルシエの魔力保持者をまとめて拉致するために建てられたってわけだ。最小だけじゃなくその一派の貴族どももこの船に乗船しててな。その計画を阻止してお前らを助けるために俺らは乗り込んだ。
That'd be funny. Wow. I mean, after we finish this route, we're gonna run through and try to get all the happy ends and all that stuff. And maybe we'll look at the bad ends and stuff too. My mind is spinning, trying to take in all this new information. All that I understand is that Silva and his people are not our enemies. Now that I think about it, there was a lot that seemed off about them for pirates.
でも、そっか。それでサングリード海賊団が襲ってきた時に、一箇所にソルシエの人たちを集めて守ろうとしてくれてたのね。
ま、つまりはそういうわけだったんだ。
クイードの人間が見当たらなかったのも。
Well.
ああ、どこに最小一派が潜り込んでるか完全に分かっちゃいなかったからな。ソルシエの貴族に接触させるわけにはいかなかった。でも一連の騒動でだいたいあぶり出しできたからな。この船に乗ってた最小派のやつらは全員拘束してある。ご納得いただけたか。
Yeah, Super Soldier Katarina would not be very good.
もちろん。
Yeah, that totally is absolutely fine. Thanks for telling us about why you kidnapped us.
カタリナ、納得するのは早いです。
Yeah. I turn around to find Jordo and the others still watching Silva suspiciously.
あなた方が海賊としては、やけに僕たちソルシエ人に対して熱い待遇を施していた理由は腑に落ちました。ですが、それで全てに理由がつくわけではありません。
What's left? What's left?
そうだな。うやむやにするわけにはいかない。
うやむやにって何を？
Yeah, what has been left ambiguous?
よく考えてみろ。最小の計画を阻止して俺たちを保護するだけなら何も海賊を装う必要はないはずだ。
Maybe they didn't want the premier to know it was them?
それこそ出航前にうちの国に正式に協力を取り付ければいい。
ですが、リンド・グレン家、ひいてはクイード国王はそれを選ばなかった。
あれ、本当だ。
Yeah, As Alan said, it would have been better to stop the ship before it even departed.
今回の拉致事件未遂はいわば国王派と最小派の対立というクイード国内の問題から端を発している。そんなクイードの問題にソルシエを介入させたら我が国に借りを作ってしまう。それを避けたいと思ったわけですよね。
だからわざわざ海賊や技術士を装ってまで秘密裏にこの問題を処理しようとした。
Okay, and is this like a problem?
それどころか逆に海賊に囚われたソルシエの貴族たちをクイード王国が助けたという歌詞を作る気でいたのでしょうね。きっと。
それは。
Huh? Really? I look at Rosie and Silva in surprise, and Silva he'll use a deep sigh.
もういい年してんだから覚悟決めろよ。こうなったら全部吐いちまった方が潔いだろう。つうか、また下手に隠し事すると 好感度だだ下がりだぞ。
それは嫌だ。
What?
だろ
Can someone please explain what the hell they're talking about? Because now I feel as confused as Katarina. And I don't like when I feel as confused as Katarina.
今のやりとりの中で少々引っかかる言葉があったのですが、好感度というのは誰の？まさか。
Yeah. Mary looks at me and I stare blankly back. The room is filled with sighs.
ああ、そのまさかだ。ロジオンはカタリナに嫌われるのが嫌で、ここに来るまでにも散々うじうじと悩んでたんだよ。せっかくカタリナと友人になれたのに、こんな嘘つき絶対嫌われるって、それもうざいくらいな。
おいおいおいおい。
人を隠れ蓑にするな。お前だって彼女のことを気に入っていただろう。軽蔑されたらそれなりにショック受けるくせに。
俺はお前みたいに表に出さねえから問題ねえ。現にここに来るまで渋ってたのはお前。
はあ、どうしてまた僕たちのいないところで赤の他人を垂らし込んでるんだ、姉さんは。
Cause we're cute. Yeah.
相変わらずというか何と言いますか。しかも相手はリンドグレーン家の次期公爵とその私兵団の頭。
Dangerous rivals, especially because
相手ですね。
we've already hung out with Silva alone quite a lot. The whole room was filled with scowls and mumbling. But watching Silva and Rosie argue somehow feels like a heartwarming sight. These two seem really close. No doubt what I just heard was shocking, but the person I thought was a pirate turned out to be my savior from then. Silva and Rosie both seem like good people. Anyone that can laugh like this can't be a bad person. Oh, if only. Even if that was partly out of self-interest, it remains a fact that they helped us.
それでそのカタリナ、今まで黙っていて騙すような形になってごめん。嫌いになるよね。
いやいや、そんなことで嫌いになんてならないわ。ロジーたちは私たちを助けてくれたんだし、今でも大切な友達だって思ってるもの。
本当？
それにシルバだって何度も助けてくれたじゃない。
Oh, there it is! We're friends! I trust you. We're friends.
友達になりたいと思ってるわ。
It has to be, I trust you.
信頼できる相手だと思ってるわ。
I want us to be friends. Yeah. Thank you, someone I can trust.
は？もう？
何度も助けてくれたもの。
Like, are you
ってことで、
serious?
これからも友達としてよろしくね。
As a gesture of camaraderie, I hold out my hand for a handshake. Silva's hand instead goes to his chin and he groans.
友達？友達ね。
Honey. What's with that reaction?
お前は友達っていうより、なんていうか。
They're like, what are you about to say?
目が離せない妹分に近い。
Fuck! They're like, oh thank God. Oh thank God he doesn't have a crush.
妹となると、キースは弟ってこと？
こんな兄はお断りだよ。
Keith's like, no.
まあ本人もこう言ってるし、それにこれはお前の弟っていうより母親って感じだろう。
Yeah. Well, Keith has been acting more and more like mother over the years. He's really perceptive, considering he realized that despite how briefly we've known each other.
まあでも確かにシルバってなんだかお兄ちゃんっぽい感じがあるわよね。
Oni-chan boy. Oh. The way he never holds anything back reminds me of my big brothers from my previous life. While I nod to myself, I hear Giordo clear his throat.
とにかく海賊の真似事までしていたのです。 当然そちらが用意していたシナリオが最後まであるのでしょ。
Amazing.
と言っても
神っぽい。
ここまで来れば大体の筋書きは先ほど僕が言ったようなものだろうと推測できますが、さすがにこの件については正式にクイード王国へ抗議させていただきますよ。
I gotta stretch. Hold on a second. Ugh. What do you mean a complaint?
まあそうなるよな。はあ、サングリード海賊団に襲われたせいで最小の監視が緩まなきゃ逃さなかったってのに。
シルバのせいじゃないよ。こうなる可能性も最初から織り込んでいた計画だったから。
You knew it was a risk?
ジオルド様たちの言う通りだ。俺たちはきちんと席を追わないと。
まあそれは仕方ねえか。とにかく経緯は何であれ、もう海賊のふりをする必要はなくなったんだ。
Are you gonna take your eye patch off now?
これからは普通によろしく頼むぜ。
You take your eye patch off? Silva grins and roughly pats me on the head again. He's not really treating me like a little sister, more like a child or a dog. As I think that, Keith comes over to fix my hair again. And so we're released from the threat of these so-called wise pirates. Now! Silva! Oh, I squint watching the imprisoned premiere. I have him separated from Frederick, but my men are stretched thin, making a dedicated guard difficult. The premier's been in prison for a while, and the toll it has taken is obvious. He appears completely fatigued.
よし、おとなしくしてるみてえだな。
貴様が海賊の狩猟か。
Yeah. The premier glares at me, exhausted, before catching himself fixing his posture.
ようやく話のできるやつが来たようだな。お前たちはリンドグレーンに雇われた海賊のようだが。
Oh, he doesn't realize that they're
私
just
と取
working.
引をしないか。
They're Lindgren's peer.
取引？
ああ、こちらはリンドグレーンの倍報酬を出してやる。
Yeah.
それに私の計画がうまくいった暁には、
Oh.
今後の海賊行為も目をつぶってやろう。リンドグレーンは国王の犬だ。
Ew.
あやつらについたところで用が済めば消されるに決まっている。
That's not a mental image I like. Why didn't you just say teat? Why is it feet? Ugh.
だから今後の海賊家業を考えるならば、こちらについた方が賢明というものだ。どうだ？
Yeah. Seeing the premier lean forward and attempted to negotiate makes me laugh.
何を言い出すかと思えば、勘違いしているようだが、俺らは海賊じゃねえよ。俺らは私兵団なんだよ。リンドグレーン家のな。
Weren't expecting that, were ya, fucker?
そもそも最初からお前らの計画を潰しにこの船に乗り込んできてんだ。買収しようっつっても無駄だぜ。
バイス海賊団の白腕の悪魔がリンドグレーン家の私兵だと？
Yeah. When I reveal my identity, the premier's expression changes. Though he's restrained, he grits his teeth and glares at me.
リンドグレーン国王の犬め、どこまで邪魔立てをすれば気が済むのだ。貴様もこんなことをしてただで済むと思うな。
Okay.
それはこっちのセリフだ。お前らもただで済むと
You
思うんじゃ
foot
ねえぞ。
lapping lapdog. Gross.
こっちは証拠も揃えてるんだ。今さらどうあがこうが無駄だぜ。
It's no use. Can't fight back.
私を捕らえて終わりだと思わないことだな。
言ってろ。これでこいつらの計画を阻止できたはずだ。もう奴にできることは何もない。
That was a big one. But when I look at the premiere, I hear the alarm bells ringing in my head. I can't drop my guard. He's hiding something. I don't know what it is. My instincts and experience tell me not to relax. I must have the number of guards around the premier's room increased. Hello! Thanks so much for stopping by.
お前ら、絶対に気を緩めるんじゃねえぞ。
はい。
My subordinate salutes in response. I pat him on the shoulder and depart. The ventilation is broken. The hallway still smells of blood.
サングリードの奴らの襲撃も偶然だったならいいんだが。
It sounds like probably wasn't. A heavy weight in my gut tells me something big is in motion. I shake off those thoughts. I have to do what I can right now. With lunch done, I laser around my room. Ah, I'm bored. I was napping for a while, but I can't sleep anymore, so I've resorted to staring at the ceiling instead. Even though we were released from house arrest, even though they gave us the okay, we were advised not to leave the room. Repairing the damage caused by the pirate attack is proving to be troublesome, so it's still too dangerous to walk around.
それで救援用通信機の魔法道具も壊れてしまってね。
Oh.
ジオルド様には申し訳ないのですが、
Damn.
ソルシエにも連絡を取れない状況なんです。
予備はないのですか？
ええ、残念ながら。ですので、ひとまず計画通り近くにある島へ向かいます。そこで我が国の騎士団と落ち合う予定ですから。
Yeah.
損傷した船では、ソルシエへの後悔も心もとないですしね。
Yeah, better ship radio. And so it goes. It'll still be some time before we arrive on that island. They're talking about complicated stuff. I wanted to join in, but the conversation was all diplomatic guarantees and other difficult topics I struggled to follow. Listening to all that made me exhausted, so when Keith saw me nodding off, he told me to go rest in my room. But I'm not sleepy anymore. I'm just bored. If we're no longer under house arrest, I'm gonna go out for a walk. That's right, the Vinculum has a library and a gallery lounge. It'd be a waste not to go.
ねえ、ライブラリーにでも行こうと思うんだけど。って、あれ？みんなどこ行ったの？
みんなどこ? When I come out to the living room, only Keith is there. Everyone else who was talking here is... Everyone who was talking here earlier left. I tilt my head in confusion and Keith smells dryly.
ああ、船の損傷がひどいからね。みんなその修理の手伝いをしに行ったんだ。
And since we're the only people who can't do shit.
それと具合を悪くする人が多くて、医務室の手が回らなくなったみたいで。そうだ
ったの？
Wow, it's only us. Oh, excuse me. I feel ashamed just laying around in my room doing nothing.
それでキースは？
姉さんを一人にできないでしょ。だから残ってたんだ。
キース、ありがとう。
CP. What a thoughtful little brother that loves his sister so much. I leap on him joyfully, but he pushes me away and scolds me.
本当に姉さんは淑女としての自覚がないんだから。それよりさっきライブラリーに行きたいって言ってたと思ったけど。
We didn't just say it, but yeah.
そうそう。することがないから行ってみようと思って。でもみんなが修理を手伝ってるなら、私もそっちに行った方がいいかしら。
Okay.
いや、姉さんがいると帰って仕事が増え
We
そう
should go
だ
to
し、
the library.
ライブラリーに行った方がいいと思う。
Why? To be told I'm useless makes me feel down, but it's true that I might make matters worse by messing with the equipment. So I'll just leave it to the brainy student council members and stay out of it. Time to go read some books. Time to go read some books. Oh my god, I've been reading some of the romance books that I got on Stuff Your Kindle Day. Why are some of these just the wildest books ever? I've read 2, and I'm on the way to the 3rd. I'm working my way through the 3rd. No, sorry, I've read 3, and I'm working my way through the 4th. This one, the one I'm reading right now, is just fucking wild. The main character just, like, stalks people. She's super nosy. She, like, set up a whole thing to be able to spy on her neighbors. And she's like, she bugged her therapist's office. Yes, she does know. She does know, and she's like, it's just my hobby. It's just what I like doing. Which, that's a wild thing to say about literally, like not respecting the privacy of anyone around you. It's your hobby is a wild thing. But literally, she bugged her therapist's office when she went to therapy because she had a restraining order from her ex-husband because he broke up with her. He, like, divorced her. And she destroyed his car with a baseball bat? Which I'm already like, okay, this character's fucking nuts. And then I find out, yeah, she bugged her therapist's office. Yeah. And at the end of their, like, their you know, prescribed, you have to go to the therapist for this long. Therapist said you have you know, commitment issues, attachment issues. And she fucking was like, I know that. You could have told that. You could have told that from like 2 minutes of knowing me. You're a waste of time and money. And like, I was like, she's insane. And then the therapist was like, okay, well, you don't have to come to me anymore, but I need you to destroy the bugs you left in my office. And the main character went, yeah, all right. I hate you. Well, like yelling at this woman. Like had the bugs in the office blow up. Not like large explosions, but like sparks. Multiple times. Like, I'm like, nowhere in this, in the knowledge of the little blurb of the book, would I have guessed, yeah, that this lady was just absolutely batshit insane. Keith said that he was worried about me, so he's accompanying me to the library, but... Also, one of the other ones I read was about a maid that falls in love with her boss, but she's known him for 48 hours by the time she falls in love with him, and their house gets broken into like 5 times. And she's just like, it's no worries. And like this whole thing was advertised as like, he's a werewolf. And I was like, okay, cool. Where's the werewolf bit? 89% of the way through the book. I'm like, where is the werewolf bit? We get to 95% of the way through the book. Suddenly the werewolf bit becomes relevant as this man turns into a wolf and kills 3 people who have broken into the house and are trying to hurt the main character. Which already fucking wild. Yeah. And then, so there's glass all over the floor because they have broken so many windows. There's blood all over the floor from the fight, and there's 3 dead bodies. And what do the characters decide to do? They decide to fuck in the broken glass. Well, I mean, it doesn't say they're in the broken glass, but the broken glass is everywhere. And I'm like, why now? Why now, of all places? Also, it was 99% of the way through the book, and I was like, what? And then the smut page, like the actual like smut portion, was like maybe 3 paragraphs. And it was boring. It was boring. It was literally the most blink and you'll miss it smut. It was bad. I was like, oh. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, maybe the smut will be good. Like, this is a wild story, but whatever. Exactly. Like, if it's... There's 2 unforgivable things. And that is just, like, horribly badly written. And then boring. If it's well written but boring... then it's just like, this is unfortunate. If it's badly written and boring, it's just fucking disgusting. Like, it's like, this is a waste of my time. If it's mediocre written and boring as this was, I was like, oh no. Oh, it's not even like really worth it. It's not even really worth it. And I shit you not, after the like 3 paragraphs, whatever, of smut, there was 1 paragraph and then it said, the end. Then it was basically like the end. There's more of this couple in book 2 if you want to go get book 2 if you really like these guys. And I was like, are you shitting me? Yeah. It was a fair amount of, it was fairly nicely long. I mean, it wasn't a super long book, but it was, I don't think it was adapted from a fanfic because there was just too much, like the characters were very much like, there wasn't a bit where I was like, huh, these characters, it's under the assumption that you already know them. Which is what a lot of fanfic, even like adapted from fanfic stuff, it deals with, because fanfic goes under the assumption you already know these characters, so there's no need to introduce them. But this had like character introductions and everything, and I was like, oh, man, this was mediocre. One of the other ones I read, which was short, it wasn't bad. It was like interesting. It was like shifters plus Harry Potter-ish stuff, like magic school stuff. And it was a reverse harem, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. It was really short though, which I was like, okay, it's the first book. And maybe it's like just a, hey, in case you're interested in more. And then I found out, no, every other book in the series is the same length or shorter. Or like, you know, around that same length. And there were 50 books. And each one was $4. And I was like, oof. Oof. Yeah, 50 books in the series. Each of them took me about an hour to read. And yeah, and they were $3.99. So even if you took the first book that you got for free, that's almost $200. I was like, watch out, Hardy Boys, yeah. While walking down the hall, Keith loses his balance, steadying himself with a hand on the wall. He's completely pale.
Keith! 具合が悪そうだけど、大丈夫？
なんともないよ。
いや、なんともないって顔じゃないわ。いろいろありすぎたから疲れが出たのよ。医務室へ行きましょう。
Keith looks so pale, so I help him walk to the infirmary instead. Upon arriving, we find it's already overcrowded with people.
あちらのベッドの用意お願いします。はい。あと頼まれていた薬はここに置いておきます。
The nurses are super busy dealing with all the passengers being brought in one after another. I feel bad calling out for them. I glance around wondering what to do, and notice Maria helping the ship's doctor.
Maria! カタリナ様、どうされたんですか？
Well,
それがキースの具合が悪いみたいで。
キース様もですか？
すみません。また戻ってきてしまって。
Keith-san, yeah.
どのような症状が出ていますか？
めまいと頭痛がひどくて。
わかりました。ひとまずハーブティーを飲んで、そこのソファーで休んでいてください。
そこのソファー。
キャンベルさん、お願いします。
はい。
Campbell-san. After sitting Keith down on the sofa, Maria hurriedly brings out some herbal tea.
キース様、どうぞこちらを。
ありがとう。
Keith looks worn out as he drinks. After finishing it, he seems to calm somewhat, sighs in relief. But he still looks so pale. Yeah, exactly. It's impossible. It's incorrect, Prince. If possible, I'd like for him to rest on a bed. I look around, but all the beds are occupied.
随分と混んでいるのね。
はい。皆さん体調を崩されていて、第二医務室の方も満室のようです。
Wow, even the secondary infirmary is full. We created a whole second infirmary, and that bitch is already full. Look at that. Sorry, I just had a hair that tickled the inside of my nose. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. God. There are this many people who are sick.
キャンベルさん、あちらの患者さんにもハーブティーをお願いできますか?
It was wild. I was just trying to put it behind my headphone, and I just like fumbled it completely, and it just went up my nose.
はい。カタリナ様、キース様、私はこれで失礼します。
Maria nods to us and returns to her work. Everyone seems to be so busy.
やっぱり私も手伝った方がいい気がするんだけど。
いや、人が多すぎるし、これ以上はかえって邪魔になるんじゃないかな。
I mean, that's rude. He's right. It's completely packed in here. With me here, it'd be even more stuffed.
じゃあ私は邪魔にならないよう部屋に戻ってるわ。キースは一人で平気？
平気だけど、姉さんこそ一人で部屋に戻れる？
Yeah, we'll be fine.
大丈夫よ。そこまで複雑な道順じゃないし。
I stand and puff out my chest, but Keith just continues to look at me with his eyebrow
心配
furrowed.
だけど、リンドグレーンの兵士たちも復旧作業で忙しそうだし。まあ、海賊はもういないから平気かな。
Exactly, all the pirates are gone. Totally, 100% gone.
じゃあ、僕も休んで体調が良くなったら部屋に戻るから。姉さんも部屋でおとなしくしていてね。
I leave the packed infirmary and come out into the hallway. I'm about to head back, but then I recall that the library I was originally headed to is nearby. Keith said I should go back, but well, the library's so close anyway, it wouldn't hurt to take a look, right? But it really is true that there are lots of people feeling sick. I guess it's because of everything happening recently. After being attacked by pirates 2 days in a row, anyone would feel drained. Keith is sensitive too. I hope he'll feel better soon. Are we going to find out about the cages in the library, maybe? That's what's on my mind as I reach the library door, but there are others already inside. It's Silva and Rosie. Oh! Are we going to eavesdrop on them? Not wanting to interfere. Yep. He has his eye patch off! Fuck yes! But Rosie's in his, Rosie has his hair back in its bad look. Not wanting to interfere, I observe through the glass on the door. Before them sit a few open books on the desk. Their faces serious. If I entered, I'd just get in the way. Maybe I should come back later. Just as I'm about to leave, Silva turns around.
Oh? なんだお前か。
カタリナ？どうしたの？そんなところで。入っておいでよ。
お邪魔します。
They wave me into the library. As I enter, I remember that Rosie's the next Duke of the House of Lindgren. I make sure to greet him properly.
ロジオン様とシルバー様?
Yeah, OJ Mashimas. Ojamashimashima.
いや、俺は貴族じゃねえし、シルバのままでいい。
Okay, cool.
俺も今まで通りロジって呼んでもらえる方が嬉しいな。
Okay.
わかったわ。ロジ、シルバー。
It does feel awkward to suddenly act so politely after all this time. I oblige them, continue to address them like always. I wonder what books they're reading, so I check the names of the books in their hands. That's when I realize it. Something seems off. Ah, Rosie's hair is different. And Silva took off his eye patch. He was always wearing that eye patch. It's refreshing to see him without it. Exactly. Wait, but there's no scar underneath. He had one in my dream. In my dream, Silva of the Sangrid Pirates had a scar on his eye. I thought he would have it in reality too.
そんな顔してどうした?
Yeah, it's the evil twin. Well, I'm thinking, what if the game... So the game, Katarina wasn't sweet to Rosie. So Rosie didn't get all the, like... You know... The... Like... Humanity... bump stuff. Wow. Yeah. So the Rosie in the game didn't have Katarina, so he didn't save Silva. So Silva became the leader of the Sangrid Pirates. Yeah.
いや、怪我をしてないのに眼帯してたんだなって思って。あ
あ、あれな。
Silva puts his hand over his eyes and sighs. He then glares daggers at Rosie.
あれは別に目が潰れてるとかそういうことでつけてたんじゃね。
Oh.
こいつらの悪ふざけの結果。
That's the wrong button.
悪ふざけだったの？
ごめん。ほら、シルバって中性的な綺麗な顔してるから、このままじゃあんまり海賊っぽく見えなくてさ。
He's too much of a pretty boy to pull off being a pirate.
それでどうしようかって話していたら、うちの国王が眼帯をしろって言ってさ。
で、その国王様の悪ふざけで。あれをつける羽目になったってわけだ。視覚は増えるし距離感も狂うし、俺としちゃ本気で鬱陶しくてたまらなかったけどな。
ずいぶんお茶目な国王様なんですね。
お茶目なんて可愛いもんじゃねえよ。ありゃある意味歩く災害だ。
No, I think it's because they're literally injured. Like they've literally lost an eye. Silva sticks out his tongue bitterly. Seems that he really hated wearing that eye patch. You look better without it.
それよかカタリナ、ライブラリーに用事か？よく王子様らがお前一人だけで出歩くことを許したな。
実は途中までキースが一緒だったんだけど、具合が悪くなっちゃって、医務室に連れて行ったところなのよ。
キースが？
それは心配だな。
Oh, well, we're addressing it again.
す人が多くてね。今シルバと一緒に原因究明していたところなんだ。
That sounds wild, but I have no idea. Now you're gonna get me on a freaking tangent. Well, the Children's Museum of Indianapolis agrees with you, but... Okay. So it's plausible, but there's no recorded historical precedent. Yeah. I mean, Mythbusters confirmed that it actually does do that. Like you could use it like that, but we don't know for certain. Interesting.
でも安心して。原因と対処の方法は大体分かったから。
Oh, nice. Yeah. Exactly. Rosie smiles brightly, closing his book, putting it under his arm. He turns to Silva. Exactly.
じゃあ、俺はもう行くよ。原因の回収はこっちで急ぎ指示する。症状の緩和剤も俺の方で調合するから。
Oh.
頼む。
He's gonna make the medicine. I watched Rosie depart before turning to Silva.
ロジーって緩和剤の調合までできるの？
ああ、あいつは何でも。それこそ科学、薬学、医学、心理学。他にもいろんなもんを一通りかじってるからな。
Oh.
いや、かじってるどころか、どれも極めてるって感じか。
Oh, a genius inventor, I see. His title and capabilities certainly sound typical for a superhuman otome game romanceable character. Speaking of which, Otome mentioned that Silva might be the secret romanceable character in the fan desk. Maybe it's not just Silva, but also Rosie who might be a bonus romanceable character. No, I'm starting to wonder if this is the fan disc at all. Silva isn't even a pirate. But still, I shouldn't let my guard down. Oh my goodness, that was a triple hiccup. Blessings. My doom could strike at any moment. Right now, I better gather as much information as I can. I look up at Silva.
そういえばシルバってリンドグレーン家の騎兵団の頭なのよね。
わら。
おう、そういうことになるな。
つまり騎士団長みたいなものってこと？
騎士団長。I can't imagine how that would look considering his usual demeanor. Silva busts out laughing.
そんな柄じゃねえよ。なんつうか同じ釜の飯を食ってる兵士らを束ねてるってだけだ。
騎士団長。
俺も含めてリンドグレーン家で寝起きさせてもらってるやつが多いしな。やってることはともかく実力主義の集団生活っていう意味じゃ暮らしは海賊団とそう違わね。
つまり海賊のふりをしてたからあんな風に振る舞ってたわけじゃなくて、これが
そうだ。
Skip that. Nice one.
いい家に仕えてる兵士だってのにお育ちが悪くて驚いたか？
Yes.
いや、それよりロジーと仲が良さそうだから幼馴染か何かなのかなって。
幼馴染。Even though he's only a soldier by rank, he speaks so candidly with a future duke. That in itself is a rare sight to see. Nobles are extremely particular about position. I've met many people at the academy who are like that.
そんなチビの頃からあいつと一緒だったわけじゃねえからお前らみたいな幼馴染っていうのとは違うな。ちょうど8年くらい前にまああいつに拾われてリンドグレーン公爵家に養ってもらってたって感じだな。
Took him in. The words catch my attention, but even more interesting is the raised him part. I don't know their circumstances, but it seems like Silva came into the Lingard family 8 years ago. It reminds me of Keith, when he was welcomed to the Claes family nearly 8 years ago as well. When he first came to our home, he was always anxious and kept to himself. He called me Lady Katarina too.
シルバはロジーに遠慮がないというか、本当の家族みたいに話すのね。
Yeah, 8 years ago, big adoption boom.
まあそれは最初は一応それなりに敬意も払ってたぜ。俺なりにだけどな。けどあいつの突飛な思いつきやわがままに何度も無理やり付き合わされてたら丁寧に対応すんのもバカバカしくなったんだよ。
わがまま？ロジーが？
ああ見えて結構我が道を行くタイプなんだよ。諦めも悪いし。まとはいえあいつには今でもそれなりに恩は感じてるけどな。
Silva looks towards the door Rosie exited through and smiles. His gaze goes beyond it, into some memory of the distant past. yeah, they serve Wagyu steaks and they're only staffed by mothers. Wagamama. Somehow I think it's better not to ask for any more. 8 years ago, huh? Looking back, I regained my memories of my past life and started to become friends with everyone around then. It's not strange to be close after being together for 8 years, not a bit. In the original game, Jordo and Keith pushed Katarina to her doom, but now we're all so close. Everyone has their own circumstances, but seeing the way Rosie and Silva rely on each other makes me happy.
それでシルバはロジーについていかなくてよかったの？
I'm concerned Silva might need to research some more things, but he responds with an awkward smile.
お前を一人にするわけにはいかないだろう。
Yeah.
また迷子になられても困る。
You can't leave me. Oh, that's right. I remember this all started when I got lost after leaving the party hall and Silva brought me back. Speaking of which, I mistook his outfit for a cosplay thing. But it actually is a costume, since he's the head of a private army. My guess wasn't that off after all. I mean, yeah. But when he isn't wearing his eye patch, he reminds me of something. Yeah, it's cos work, I guess. Yep, the pretty waiter.
そうだ、パイナップルジュース。
は？なんだそれ？
I have no idea. It's just like they're just like oh god, I don't know.
いや、あなた初日のパーティーで給仕してなかった？
A lot has happened since then, so my memory's a bit hazy, but their faces look really similar.
へえ、よく覚えてたな。まあこの顔は大抵のやつにとっては記憶に残りやすい。
I think they're just called mascots.
いやー、あのパイナップルジュースはかなり美味しかったから記憶に残ってたのよね。
He's like, people don't forget my face, and we're like, that juice you gave me, I'll never forget it.
Whoa!
Oh, Vice, thank you so much for reading again. Hello. Hello, readers. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Prince. I'm the third prince of the magical Melrosea Kingdom. I'm a variety streamer who likes cute things and cute boys. We usually play story-based games such as otomes and or RPGs. And tonight we're playing My Next Life as a Villainess. All routes lead to Doom, Pirates of the Disturbance. And we're romancing a pirate.
味の方かよ。
Yes, Mr. Silva. Yes, that's the whole title. I love that he again is like, wait, shit, you only pay attention to the taste?
そりゃあ味は大事よ。ソルシエとクイードで取れる果物の違いとか気にしてるもの。ほら、パイナップルはパイナップルでも産地が違うと味が違うじゃない？普段畑仕事してるから作物の違いは気になっちゃって。
畑仕事。いや、まあ手当てしてやった時もお前ならありえる。
Yeah, I have pineapple in my pantry.
冗談じゃなく公爵家の令状。
But I like eating pineapple by itself.
しかも普段から。
I also I've made pineapple sorbet before. I have like an ice cream machine. And it makes sorbets and stuff too. And I really wanna do pineapple sorbet again.
いざって時に
I mean, it's a little cold for pineapple
立派な農民になる
sorbet.
ために欠かさず畑の世話をしているわ。
I raised my fist triumphantly, but Silva just burst out laughing.
ほんと、お前は令状だってのにおてんばだな。そんなんでよくやってけてるな。窮屈なことはないのか？
窮屈って？
貴族社会っつったら窮屈じゃねえか。俺は別にお貴族様じゃねえしいいけどよ。
Well, you see,
お前みたいなおてんばには大変だと思ったんだが。
we're stupid. So people give us a lot of slack.
確かにお母様にはよく怒られてるけど、大変なことは何もないわ。
Even at social gatherings, the worst I get is other ladies talking behind my back saying I'm not fit to be a shorto. They always say the same things, so none of it ever sticks with me. Honestly, I can hardly call it suffocating. But when I tell him how I feel, Silva stares back at me blankly. Then he cracks a smile.
ならよかったよ。お前が今の場所が窮屈だ。
To steal us away?
ちょっと考えとこうと思っただけだ。
考えとくって何を？
I just what? I look up at Silva. Blushy! He's blushy! I look up at Silva and he clears his throat uncomfortably before turning to the bookshelves.
ほら、それよか本を見に来たんだろ。
You read books, aren't you?
何が読みたいんだ？
He's so fucking hot.
そうだった。
Same. If possible, I'd like to check out some romance novels of Quid. If I bring them back, I'm sure Sophia will be overjoyed. I take this chance to scour the bookshelves. A few minutes later, Silva offers to help me carry the books, though he looks a bit perplexed. He's like, this is a lot of romance stories.
いやー、無事に運びきれてよかった。ありがとう、シルバー。
After we put down all the books, I see Silva out to the door. He looks back into the room and frowns.
他の奴らは部屋にいないが、一人で大丈夫か？
ええ、平気よ。本がたくさんあるもの。
It'll take me days to finish this mountain. Just thinking about it makes me smile, and Silva rests his hand on my head. CG! He's so hot! He's so hot! He would be so much rough. He would be much rougher normally, but this time is surprisingly gentle.
Oh, head pats, thank you. Head pat CG means head pats. Yay. Huh? I thought he was gonna mess up my hair again. I didn't expect this.
じゃあ、いい子にしてろよ。
Yeah, I got that.
Silva's gaze has the kind of forced smile one directs at a danger-prone child.
It must be because he said I was like a little sister. It does remind me of the way Nicole looks at Sophia.
Hang on, Silva doesn't treat Mary, Sophia, or Maria like this.
The only one he treats like a child is me. This never happens with the others. He treats them like noble women. I'm already 16. I'm a full-fledged lady.
Yeah, no more sticky forks and power outlets, okay?
Something about it doesn't feel right. I'm not sure how to feel. It's not exactly that I'm irritated. It's more like I feel sad.
It feels like something is missing from my heart. That's wild, but alright.
どうした?
I try to look for words to describe it, but I don't quite understand it myself. I just laugh it off, saying it's nothing.
And soon, Rosie synthesizes some medicine which helps Keith recover. At last, we came to an island.
A very ominous comment, yeah.
It's an island owned by the royal family of the Kingdom of Quid. More head pats, thank you.
姉さんが確認したいことって。
Amazing, okay.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Wow! After a long carriage ride, we arrive at an old yet stately mansion.
馬車の用意といい、この屋敷といい、本当にきちんと計画されていたようですね。
ま、王子様らをおもてなしするような屋敷にするまでには至らなかったが、そこは我慢してくれ。
それで、クイードからの迎えというのはまだ到着していないんですね。
ええ、予定では明日ここでクイード国王直属騎士団と落ち合う約束になっています。
Tomorrow. Also, I thought we would be done with this chapter by now, but apparently not.
国王直属騎士団？海軍じゃないのか？
もともとあったクイードの軍部はほぼ最小派に掌握されているからな。
ええ、
Yeah.
その軍部とは別に国王が直属の騎士団を創設したところからちょっと複雑な体制組織になったんです。
なるほど。クイードの状況が大体分かってきましたよ。
そういうことですので、お時間はいただきますが、
Yeah, because it's been at least probably like 2 hours
どうかこちらの屋敷でおくつろぎください。
Because we were in it last stream too.
わかりました。
Jonah nods before turning to us.
クイード本土からの迎えが来たら、僕とアランはこのまま施設として
And yes, I know we had a few tangents, but still.
いろいろと話がありますから。
I wonder if it's about the guarantees or whatever they were talking about on the ship.
Royalty have important stuff to do, I guess. I listen meekly while Alan nods, frowning.
俺たちはシルバたちが海賊船として使っていたシーグリッド号でクイードへ送ってもらう予定だ。ビンクルム号は破損していて、これ以上動かすのは危険だし、シーグリッド号じゃ全員乗り切らない上にソルシエまで行くのは装備的に難しいらしいからな。
The Vtuber is that badly damaged, huh?
After such a grandiose departure, it's unfortunate how this played out.
だが、明日騎士団の迎えが来れば、その船でソルシエに帰れるはずだ。
Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo.
お前たちは他の貴族たちと一緒にここから直接ソルシエに送り届けてもらえ。
I want to stay with Silva.
ニコル、申し訳ありませんが、ソルシエに戻ったらそのように報告をお願いしま
I'm
す。
gonna stay with Silva.
あ、わかった。
After exchanging these few words, we spend the night in the mansion's guest rooms.
Oh my god, still going. But the next day comes and there's no sign of the knights.
なかなか来ないですね。
何かあったんでしょうか。
船だからな。天候によって1日か2日遅れることはあるが。
1日2日。1日、2日、3日、4日。4日。5日。6日？来月6日、7日。But 2 more days pass and the ship still has not arrived. With each passing day, Rosie and Silva start to look more and more concerned. Yeah, if only we had a better fucking way to communicate. Today, Silva's on the shoreline keeping a lookout. I follow him, but I see no sign of a ship. Hey, crab! Seeing crabs scuttle on the sand and shells uncovered by the waves lifts my spirits. I recall digging for clams in my past life. Silva grimaces as he looks out at the sea. I almost go up to the water's edge, but I hold back, reading the mood. Crab!
どこにも先鋭はなさそうだな。
それでどうするの？
Yeah.
いや、こうなってくるとどうしようもねえな。特に流れ着いてるものもねえし、途中でナンパすりゃこの海岸に流れ着くから手がかりでもあるかと思ったんだが、パッと見それらしいもんはねえな。
ほうほう。Silva crouches down to get a better look at the rocks. I copy him, searching for clues at the water's edge. But all I see are seashells and rocks. We haven't spotted any oddities on the other beaches either.
これもただの石だしな。
Blessings.
漂流物って感じじゃね
えな。でも、綺麗な石ね。
For some reason, Silva looks at me with baffled shock.
なんで？これ綺麗じゃない？
Silva's holding a smooth bluish stone. It's the same color as his eyes. It's a nice-looking stone, the kind I'd find at a souvenir shop in my previous life.
いや、綺麗だけど。お前は普段から綺麗な宝石とかもっといいもん見てるだろ。
でも私、あんまり宝石の良し悪しとかわからないのよね。欲しいって思ったこともないし。
Shiroto did once try to give me this jewel-encrusted accessory for my birthday, but I politely declined them. But stones like this are different. A mystical, magical stone discovered on a remote island. This kind of scenario makes it exciting, like we found real treasure.
ほんと。
Yeah, just give us a piece of colored glass. We're happy.
で、この石はどうする？持って帰るか？
そうしたいのは山々なんだけど、持って帰ったらキースに怒られる気もするし、ここは
But I want the stone!
ために置いておくわ。
次に来た人？
ほら、こんなにいい感じの浜辺だし。海水浴に来た人がこの石を見つけたら嬉しいかなって。
海水浴？
あれ？海水浴しない？ビンクルム号にプールとか水着とかあったし、クイードは海水浴の文化があると思ったんだけど。
いや、そりゃあるが。
Yeah, why would they come to this island?
そんな物好きな奴が来るとは思わないって。いや、そんだけ平和になったらまた石を拾いに来られるかもって考えることもできるもんな。
Yeah, rock searching.
こいつがそんな意図で言っちゃいねえことは分かってるけどさ。
Sir? What was that? Silva's mumbling to himself. After a while, he forces out a smile and shakes his head.
じゃあ、せいぜい波にさらわれなさそうな場所に戻しておくとするか。
Yeah, he's fantasizing about a career change. Silva stands up and places the pretty rock away from the water's edge. Then he returns to staring at the
これ
sea.
だけ日数経っても先鋭の一つも見えないってことは、やっぱそもそも船が出てないんだろうな。
Yeah, he longs for the mines.
となると、本土の方で何かあったってことか。マルコルムバの反応もねえし。
Markamuba! Fuck, the Markamuba! Silva looks at the sky and frowns.
マルコルムバ？
鳥の名前だ。海上での連絡手段に用いられている海鳥なんだが、そいつを飛ばしても反応がない。どんなところからでも
Yeah, Marco Roomba.
元へ飛んでいく習性
Yeah, it's a Roomba that just goes around and
連絡
goes.
取り合えるようにしてたんだが。
The Marco Roomba. A Roomba that just goes around your room and just plays Marco, Polo, Marco, Polo as it goes around your room.
It just plays Marco Polo by itself. Silva looks grim, glaring at the sea.
海は嫌になるぐらいいつも通りだな。マルコルムバも飛んでこないし。
It does sound just like Marco Roomba. Marco Roomba. Do they? I don't know. I've never seen a Roomba in real life.
というか、霧の中でそもそもあんまり見えないと思うんだけど。
お前らの目じゃな。俺の目はちょっと作りが違うんだよ。
Silva taps the spot under his eyes and grins.
ロジオンが言うには、俺の目は普通の人間や
What do you mean?
夜行性の動物に近い目をしてるらしい。
What do you mean by that? Yeah.
そうなの？
おう。それで嫁が聞くんだが、ついでに遠くを見るにも適してるらしくてな。ま、海にはうってつけってわけだ。ロジオンに会ってなきゃ、海賊こそ俺の天使。
Yep, there it is. We butterfly affected this man out of becoming a pirate captain.
His eyes, huh? I remember that his eye flashed violet when he was fighting.
じゃあもしかして戦ってる時に紫っぽく光ってるのもそれでなの？
ああ。俺には理屈はよくわか
Great, our explanation. Even he doesn't know what the fuck goes on.
の関係でそうなってるらしいな。ロジオンが言うには気が高ぶると光を反射しやすくなる。
Wow, that's how they're explaining that?
よくわかんねえけどな。
Alright. I remember watching TV in my last life and hearing that nocturnal animals' eyes glint in the darkness. Now that he mentions it, Silva's pretty agile and he has a wild disposition.
とにかく、それで戦闘中とかは外からは目が紫に光って見えるらしいな。これが白暗の悪魔って呼ばれるゆえんってわけだ。
I see. Like a dark hero.
なんだかダークヒーローっぽくていいわね。
はあ？ダーク？
闇の主人公というか悪役っぽい感じの人のことよ。
I wouldn't know what he says. I know it's the wrong answer, but
悪役っぽい感じってそれのどこがいいんだ？
なんというか
There's a nihilistic charm.
よくわかんねえけど、まあ褒め言葉として受け取っといてやるよ。
Amazing. Okay, so we have to say I want an alias too.
いいな。
なんだ？お前もこういう目になりたい。
Yeah, have you heard of Shadow the Hedgehog? You want to have eyes like this too?
二つなの方。
Yeah, I want our kids to have eyes like you.
白暗の悪魔みたいに呼ばれたいなって思って。
はあ？二つな。お前が？
Yeah.
だってなんかかっこいいじゃない。オタク心がくすぐられるというか。
何の話だ？
Don't worry about it.
私が呼ばれるとしたらどんな名前かしら。かっこいい魔力があればな。
Yeah, you're Katarina of the Bump. If I could power up my Earth Bump, maybe I could call myself the Earth Wall Guardian or something.
それとも蛇のおもちゃ投げのプロになればかっこいい名前がつくかしら。大蛇の使い手とか。
Serpent Mistress.
蛇のおもちゃ投げって。いやだから何の話してるんだ。
Silva's like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I want an even cooler name. I've only had a better vocabulary.
なんで悔しそうな顔してるかわかんないんだ。ほんと変わってるな、カタリナは。
Silva shrugs his shoulders lightly. He circles around to look at the sky, then sighs while shaking his head.
とにかく点でダメだな。
Oh no.
こうなると最悪の事態を想定して動かねえとならねえ。
Sounds like trouble. I feel bad for coming along to the beach so tactlessly. Silva turns to me and places his hand on my head.
ま、お前らのことはこれ以上巻き込んだりしないから安心しろ。
What if I want you to drag me in your mess?
これは俺らの問題だからな。俺は屋敷に戻る。お前はここで遊んでくか？
You're gonna play here a while. He knows I was just playing around. Silva grins while I shake my head.
いやいや、遊んでる場合じゃないし、私も戻るわ。
I'll head back too.
そうか。悪いな。
いらっしゃいよ。
Silva pats me gently on the head, smile plastered once more. I feel like he's consoling a child who doesn't want to go home yet. I have mixed feelings about this. As usual, he's treating me like a child.
Do I really seem that childish?
I'm wondering about it as we turn to the mansion. Then I hear Silva gasp and look up. Oh, bird! I follow Silva's line of sight to the sky, but there's nothing there. Then after a moment, a black speck appears. I can just make out a bird flying. It has a distinct cry. The bird! The Roomba returns! The Marker Roomba is flying towards the vinculum. Silva and I look at each other and then chase after it. Uh-oh. It's going to set. The Marker Roomba landed near the vinculum, a letter attached to its leg. Silva and I safely retrieved it, and now gather everyone in the mansion to open the letter. The handwriting is scribbled, written in a rush. The contents cause all of us to look worriedly at one another. Uh-oh. In short, the letter describes a coup that's taking place at Quid. A coup. Even I know this is extremely serious. I read about these in history books during my previous life. Ominous images float through my head.
国内に潜伏していた最小派が先に動き始めたのか。最初はこちらに捉えてあるから動きはないと踏んでいたんだけれど。
大丈夫なの？
いや、大丈夫じゃねえな。そもそもその危険性が高まっていたから、こっちでも準備は進めていたんだが。
それでも放棄するのが予想よりも倍以上早い。取り返しがつかなくなる前に早く沈静化しないと。シルバー、こうなったら俺たちだけでクイード本土へ戻ろう。
ああ、それしかねえな。
The two nod to each other, expressions grim before turning to look at Giordo.
ジオルド様、申し訳ございませんが、十分な食料や守りの兵も置いていくので、しばらくこの島に留まっていただけませんか。
We're coming with.
クーデターが起きた今、ジオルド様たちの安全も保証できません。ですが、必ず迎えをよこすと約束します。
でも、クーデターが起きてるってことは、帰ったら危ないんでしょ？シルバーやロジーは大丈夫なの？
Yes.
俺らは当事者みたいなもんだ。何があったって受け入れられる。だが、王子様らソルシエの人間をこれ以上こっちの事情に巻き込むわけにはいかねえだろ。
Sylvie and Rosa. God bless. Wait, I just mixed their names up. I said Sylvie and Rosa. God bless. Fucking hell. Silva and Rosie's words are spoken without hesitation. But I have the feeling that if we part from them now, we'll never meet again. Nervously, I step forward.
私も一緒に行くわ。
はあ？何バカなこと言ってんだ。
Exactly, yeah, Sylvie and Rosa.
遊びじゃねえんだぞ。
でも、ここでじっと待っているなんてできないわよ。友達が危険な目に遭うかもしれないっていうのに。
カタリナ、俺は反対だ。怪我でもしたらどうする？
My fault, bro. Sure. No, it's just ADHD. I struggle to find the right words when I receive an unexpected assist.
ですが、ここに残るということにもうなずけませんね。クイードの情勢がどうなるかわからない今。
Unexpected assist. You mean my breast cancer scare back at high school?
そうだな。万が一クイードの王政が倒れて政権が奪われたら、最小派こそ正義になる。
ええ。もしそうなったら、もともと僕たちを拉致しようとしていた一派はどう出ますか？
それは。
Correct. Unexpected sis. You know, we all heard the wrong thing, and that's what's great.
そのような危険性がある中、この島での滞在は承服しかねる提案だ。
ええ。わざわざ僕たちをさらうために造船計画を進めていたような人たちです。
Yeah, they're kind of wildly bad guys.
想像もしたくありませんね。
That's true.
あなたたちが無事に戻ってくる確証はない状況で待っていられるほど、僕たちは能天気じゃありません。
そうだな。ロジオンたちがクイードへ戻ったら、俺たちがここにいることが最小派に漏れるかもしれない。
The premier himself is still here.
そんな状況で脱出する術すらない島でただ待つというのは穏やかじゃないな。
That's a appreciable trait.
ええ。最悪、彼らの計画通りのことが起きるかもしれません。
Giorgio fires off one point after another, causing Rosie to look away awkwardly.
おっしゃる通りですが、でも。
ですので、あなたたちに同行しましょう。ここにいる全員で。
Giorgio suddenly interjects over Rosie. I can't help but gasp at his suggestion.
さすがにシーグリッド号にも僕たちが乗るだけの余裕はあるのでしょう。
Yeah, the triumphant BGM change.
それはそうですが。
I don't think that'll be the final battle, but this is all chapter 5. But
everyone, meaning the student council?
I look around to find the others all nodding to each other.
確かにそれが考えられる中では最善策ですわね。
そうだな。離れ離れになったらかえって人質に取られる危険性がある。それが一番最悪な事態のはずだ。
私も皆さんがお怪我をされた時は必ずお力になります。
私もお兄様と連携して風の魔力で情報収集をお手伝いします。
陸地なら僕も土の魔力を使える。船を待つだけよりは状況を見極めやすいですし、それが一番だと思います。
I mean, they can also use their wood magic to make the boat go super fucking fast.
確かに一度クイード本土に渡れればソルシエとも連絡がつくし、いくらでもやりようはあるな。
クイード国王に恩を売るいい機会ですしね。それでカタリナは？
Yeah?
もちろん私も一緒に行くわ。
I thought they'd leave me behind, saying that I would be a hindrance, but Giorgio just returns a wry smile.
ここにいる全員でと言ったではないですか。もちろんカタリナも一緒に行きましょう。
そうだね。姉さんを一人置いていったらまた何か良くないこと。
Yeah, don't leave me behind. Rude, don't leave me behind. Yeah, we'll help seduce everyone with our protagonist charms.
一緒にいた方が僕たちも安心できますしね。
Huh? Seems they're not really counting on me to help. It's true that I have next to no magic and I would probably slow everyone down.
というか、別にこれまでそんなにトラブルに巻き込まれたこともないのに。
海賊船に襲われたのはトラブルじゃね
えのか？
Nope! というか、春休み前に学園であったことも忘れてないよね。
Don't worry about it. Well, I didn't exactly forget about it.
とにかく大丈夫よ。みんなの足を引っ張らないように気をつけるから。
I pose proudly what I say, but the others just nod with a smile.
突っ走らないよう頼みますよ。
まあ、僕たちもいるからね。
悪いな。結局巻き込んじまった。
Oh, it's okay, Silva. We love you.
申し訳ありません。
Put your hair down, Rosie. You don't love you too.
Put your hair back down.
大丈夫ですよ。もちろん安全が確保でき次第、もろもろのお話はさせていただきますが。
ええ、そこは覚悟しています。
Yeah.
ま、そうと決まったら早速出るか。あんま時間もねえからな。
We nod to each other, affirming our resolves. And we depart for the kingdom of Quid. That's gonna be scene change. Yep. Or chapter. Yep, because now we're chapter 6. Darkness at heart. But we don't have time to go much further because I don't know exactly when the next stop is gonna be.
やらかす前に保険をかけておくのは悪くない考えだ。
So, this is where we're gonna have to call stream. It's a little early, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna find a better stopping point in a while. We're not gonna find a better stopping point in 5 minutes, more or less. So, without any further ado, let's pop over here. Alright, you all know the usual song and dance. Yeah, I need rest. I need to go shower and rest.
If you're not already following me on social medias, I appreciate it very much if you would.
as well if you're not already a member of our Discord server. I'd love to see you there. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by. It really means a lot to me. Really, really, truly. Especially because today was just... I had plans and stuff to do today, and they all got fucking flushed down the toilet, so... Thank you all for being with me here today. I appreciate it. Oh! We have a new member, Nyan. Thank you. Yeah, I'll go rest up and stay warm. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful meowing afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Once again, thank you all so much for stopping by. Really, truly means a lot to me. And well, yeah. I will see you all later. Did I already say? I hope you all have a wonderful meowing afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. There we go. And now, without any further ado, I got myself all tripped up there.
Bye bye.